We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. Get ready for me to pay zero attention to anything that's going on here today. Normally, these are the times I rely on Bill to pick up, but he's eating fucking Frosted Flakes out of a ramen noodle cup. Rackets looks like he's waiting to pick up his kids, and Evan, I feel like, just has been in a coffin for like a month and a half. Evan, are you okay? Do you have mono?
I'm so tired, dude.
What are you tired from? You're 23.
I don't sleep, bro.
Bro, you're 23.
I'm with you. I don't sleep either.
Bill, you're 100.
I know. I don't sleep.
Bill, how are you at 23 on no sleep?
Oh, my God. Bro.
I mean, dude, Bill, Evan doesn't do drugs. He barely drinks. He doesn't go to clubs. He doesn't go to bars. He has the girl he lives with him, so he's not running around getting pussy. Like, what could be exhausting you so much? You work from home? What could be exhausting you so much?
Work. I work. Work. My life is work, workout, and sleep.
We got to get this kid a landscaping or construction job, Bill.
Fuck
Me and Bill were
that.
fucking hammering nails and pulling out shrubs.
You guys were also off 6-8 balls a day.
I mean, listen, it's fucking it's your fuel.
Yeah, and
That's
Bill was roided to the gills.
Maybe
days.
be a man and fucking develop a fucking drug habit like an adult.
Yeah.
How the fuck you think I wrote that whole bracket Bible in a night? You think I did that by fucking curling 40-pound dumbbells? No, Rackets. Come on. Rackets got weed. Bill had fucking every drug in America. I had my coke and ecstasy. Come on, Rackets, talk to this kid.
I have caffeine.
Need drugs, Evan.
Need drugs, Evan. Be a fucking man. Do some fucking drugs.
No, I don't do drugs, Dad. Don't do drugs.
Do drugs. Hey,
Evan will end up like Aaron Rodgers. He's like just disappearing.
Let me ask the three of you guys for all of our younger viewers. How many things that you did when you're 23 matter right now? How old are you, Evan? 23, 24?
24.
24. How many things that you did when you were 24 matter
Nothing.
all in your life right now?
I dropped out of college 4 times.
I was in jail for robbing a bank at Evan's age. Rackets, what were you doing at 24?
Hanging out at a lot of college parties that I shouldn't have been at.
Right, yeah. Like, nothing. I wish I could just tell, like, Evan, just trust us. Nothing you're doing now matters. Just relax.
I was a fireman.
Don't work so
I thought I
hard.
was going to be a fireman for the rest of my life.
Don't work so hard. Be broke. Blow all your money. Don't worry about buying a house. Don't worry about a fucking engagement ring. Don't worry about fucking dogs. Just be crazy. You got a beautiful girl. You're doing great there. But just be fucking you're killing that part. Yeah. But just be stupid. Make a lot of mistakes.
I ever show you guys Bill Rupp the fireman picture?
I will tell you, UC Santa Barbara. First half. Let's
I
go.
don't know if you can see it, but there's Bill Rupp.
I just
Cash
see
UC
myself.
Santa Barbara first half. What's that?
Young Bill Rupp.
I just see
He's a
myself.
fireman.
Yeah, you can't see it. It's a reflection.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Amazing start to the morning for us outside of I can't bet the Big Ten. It doesn't matter what side I'm on. It doesn't matter if I go against them, if I go with them. The Big Ten has been horrible in tournaments. The Pac-12's actually been shockingly good in tournaments. USC's more athletic. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I just can't win a Big Ten bet. So if I'm betting, I'm Northwestern. That's the only team. It's the only team. I win every Northwestern bet. Can't win anything else. But to start our day, we started it off with a Kennesaw first half money line plus 320. Cash that. We have Kennesaw plus 12.5 as a max bet. Last time I checked, I think they were winning by 14. What's the score at Kennesaw? Kennesaw is up 11, so that's looking good. We have Kennesaw plus 550 on the money line. We just cashed UC Santa Barbara plus 6. I did a little sprinkle on the money line plus 300 there too that just hit. So really it's just USC. Fucking USC. Big fucking dick down our throat.
Big Dan Cronin just donated $50. Said Rupp 45 best live bet handicapper.
Let's go. I can't believe fucking
Thank you, Dan.
I can't believe Bill gets so much attention. He's such an asshole. Dan Cronin's the best. Love you, Dan.
It's the Frosted Flakes, dude.
It is.
Yeah. Dan, is it the Frosted Flakes? Dan, you can ask a question or something.
I know one.
Something we could say on air. I feel like when you drop a 50 burger in the fucking chat, we should be able to like share your Twitter handle or give us something you want to promote. I don't know. Fucking say something. Whatever you want.
I want my Frosted Flakes.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to do some March Madness handicapping right now. If you want to get in on a bet, you can get in this live. Evan, if you want to jot this down for us. I like VCU a lot. You can get VCU plus 5.5 or 4.5, depending on your book right now. So that was on this layup by USC. You can get 5.5 or 4.5. Let's call it 5, depending on what book you're sitting on. So we'll go VCU plus 5, and I'm also going to bang out VCU plus 170. So let's hit that too. I think VCU wins this game over St. Mary's, and I like it. The next game coming up is Marquette, Vermont. That's not for 30 minutes. We'll talk about that when Howie gets here, and then Pitt, Iowa State will be the last game while we're on air. That's around 3:10. We should be logging off before then. So talk about that. As we said, Kennesaw looking good. Santa Barbara looking good. What do we got for headlines here, E-Money?
Princeton and Furman. How about we start?
I mean, might as well bring Howie on now. Actually, is there any non-NCAA headlines?
Just that the Packers want a first rounder for Rodgers, but that we kind of beat a dead horse there. So
I mean, yeah,
You can't give that.
We'll give whatever.
You can give next year. They can't give this year, though.
We'll give whatever they need. The Packers will get whatever
they
they want.
literally can't give this year.
No. I'm just saying they'll get whatever they want.
I heard it. I don't know why. I heard it on radio. They can't.
I like that though, because if we give them next year's pick, hopefully Rodgers does.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Any pick next year is great. Take whatever you want the
Take
first
the
round
first.
next year, because we're expecting to have the 28th pick of the draft next year. So would love that. So I don't give a fuck. Give him fucking 3 picks. I don't care. Just get Rodgers over here and let us Jet fans fucking move forward with some hope. Unlike those Mets fans who just lost their closer and we laughed our asses off about.
Well, we got the
It's their own fault too. Lindor's an idiot.
Was that on here? Did we talk about that? Did we talk about that on here? Or we talk about that on the Discord?
What was it?
Nah, I talked about it on the Discord. So Lindor is a fucking retard, dude. This dude. So they were celebrating, and Edwin Diaz is standing on the mound. Like, I was watching the game live. I don't even think that they showed the video of it later, but
They didn't. I watched it live too.
I was watching it live. Edwin Diaz is standing on the mound, and he's trying not to start
Hold on,
jumping
who's
around.
this little smoke? Look at her looking all right for her age. Interviewing Tom Izzo. She's definitely getting dicked down by the Iz. How you doing, girl? I like that outfit. Keeping up with the young blondes. That a girl. Carry on, Rackets.
So they win the game, and Lindor and I forgot who it was, the catcher, I think, come out, and they're jumping in front of Diaz. And Diaz, you can see, is just standing near the mound, and he's trying not to jump. He's trying not to do anything out, and you can see his arms kind of doing this, settle down, whatever.
Really? I didn't see this. Did this come out recently?
No, I watched it live. I watched what happened.
They didn't have the video on it.
They didn't have the video. They didn't show it. And they were just you can see Diaz kind of do this, or he's just standing there, and then all of a sudden fucking the entire team starts jumping around, and then you see Diaz go down, and I'm sitting there watching it what the fuck are you doing? You could see Diaz didn't want to start jumping around and shit, and then all of a sudden everybody's jumping around him, and he goes down. It was Lindor's fault, because he was the one that was jumping right in front of him the entire time while he was not jumping.
Well, listen, the Mets have the 3-headed monster now from the Yankees.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Ohtani, Britton, and Robertson.
It's quite a monster.
Oh, did they sign Britton? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, they said they're going to. So
yeah, that's horrible. I'm ecstatic. That Edwin Diaz is hurt. I don't care what anyone says. Tommy, you're a bad person. No, just honest. I just care more about the Mets being bad than I do about some dude I never met who makes $100 million leg. That's all. I'm just real, I mean, listen, if Edwin Diaz gets better today, what am I happy for him? I don't want to see Edwin get hurt, except if it benefits me personally, which this does, because Bill's miserable. So I'd gladly sacrifice Edwin Diaz's knee for Bill Rupp's miserableness for 6. I get 6 months of Bill miserable, Rackets, or a fucking dude I never met who couldn't give a shit if I burnt. If I was on fire, he wouldn't piss on me. I care about his knee or Bill being miserable for 6 months.
Bill doesn't get to celebrate any trumpets this year either.
I mean, it's amazing. That song's gone. It's all gone.
There's There's no need for Edwin Diaz, because the Mets are going to be up by so much, and their starters are so great that we're not going to need a closer.
I mean, listen, Howie, would you gladly say, if you have a monster bet today, what's your lock of the day? What's your favorite bet today?
UConn.
I like the UConn too.
Yeah, it would be UConn.
Let's say you had a UConn Kansas State parlay, right?
I like them both.
That's a lock, right? If I told you right now that the best player on the opposing team was going to fucking tear his ACL in the first minute, would you want that to happen right now or not?
Well, I mean, with UConn, there is no best player. They're all about the same.
On Iona, yeah. No, I'm saying on the other team.
I mean, Iona.
I don't give a fuck about that kid's knee.
I don't want him to get hurt.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you, if he doesn't get hurt, you're going to lose the bet. He's going to drop 30. If he gets hurt, you're going to win the bet.
Jesus Christ.
You're talking to this is coming out of the mouth of a guy who's about to go through major surgery under anesthesia.
And did Edwin Diaz send me a postcard?
Oh, hey, bro.
Does Edwin Diaz give a shit if I die on that operating table?
Listen,
I think he went under surgery. I think he had surgery yesterday.
Yeah.
I hope he made it out of surgery okay.
You're the one who's all
hope he doesn't pitch again this year.
You're the one who's all about the universe and putting out good vibes. You're about to go through surgery, and you may not wake up now. So
listen, it's a price you got to pay to win $5,000. That's it. Howie Dewey. Let's run through yesterday. Rackets, did you watch any of the games yesterday?
I did not.
Okay, I didn't think you did. Bill, you watched the games yesterday.
Yeah, obviously.
How do you know what's the games yesterday?
I was watching golf, dude.
You were watching golf?
I mean, what kind of round one of the fucking like Galspar or whatever stupid like Tampax tournaments going on?
I was watching golf and tennis yesterday. Yeah.
Holy Jesus Christ! I don't even know how to proceed. I'm just gonna pretend that.
USA didn't even win the round, right? They came in second.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Rackets watching round one of the fucking Valtrax.
USA fucked my parlay.
No. So let's talk about yesterday, Howie.
Hold on, let's talk about Deion real fast.
Okay, let's talk about that first before we get into college basketball, because Howie will talk about this too. Yeah. So did you see what Deion Sanders did? Bill sent me a clip today. Bill, tell him what happened in the clip.
So I saw a clip of Deion walking into the weight room, right? And it's like 10 seconds. He's walking in the weight room. He sees a guy with white socks on, and he says, hold
on, let me start this over. I'll lead this in. Bill, you're better at commentating. I'll lead. So Deion put a policy in that all the players need to wear black socks in the weight room, Howie. Okay? Or black socks everywhere. We don't know, but you need to wear black socks if you're playing in Colorado. And the video that Bill sent is Deion with someone with a camera phone behind him. Deion, Coach Prime, walks in and says, it's the dumbest thing ever. Walks in and says, white socks, put the weights down. You're out of here. And he kicked him out of the weight room because he had white socks on. So me and Bill were having a debate this morning about that. Bill, share your side. I'll share mine, and Howie will be the judge and give his input.
So I think it's a little overboard. Number one, if I never saw the video and he did it, okay. But since he put it out, someone put it out there, and it makes it look like it's kind of like, like him setting down. It looks like it's staged a little bit, and he's breaking down the wall. Like, we've seen videos of him before saying this is a whole new regime, blah blah blah. Like, don't do it on camera. But I don't know. It's just socks, dude.
So my response, Howie, was Colorado is a dog shit organization. They have been undisciplined and terrible for a long time. He's coming in there to fix the fucking culture, fix the organization. Get out. And my whole thing is I have an issue with it being on Instagram because I feel like he definitely did. But he's an attention whore. His name's Coach Prime. But the other side of it is my thing isn't why is Deion pissed about the socks? If the coach tells you, Howie, black socks in the weight room, and you wear white socks in the weight room, then you're probably one of the guys who's part of the bad culture and you need to get the fuck out of the weight room. I think the Army and all these other schools that are disciplined, they go down to the finest details. So I don't hate it.
Hold on. So I have another thing about that. The coach shouldn't have been the one who said it to that kid.
No, I think it should be.
No, what do you mean? Then who should? The manager?
No.
The captain?
No.
Why not?
Because if you ever played a college sport before, you will know that captains are figureheads.
They're useless.
Put it this way. You ever hear a coach say, well, yeah, we handed out a sheet of paper and the whole team voted on a captain? That's not true. They vote on a captain. The coach looks at, he makes all the, and then he decides who's captain.
He picks whoever he wanted it to be. It says it was a vote.
All a captain is somebody to go out before a game and shake hands, and that's it. Your captain has no pull, no nothing in a real good program.
And honestly, Bill, if the captain was going to do anything, he could have easily done it before Coach Prime walked in.
Well, that's why I said
it should have been done.
That's why it looks like it's staged to me.
No.
Yeah, I mean that part, Bill may be right on that. Could be. But, the bottom line is, if there's an actual rule, if he got the team together, because we had tons of rules. If you wore an undershirt underneath your practice tank top. Forget about going and changing it. You were kicked out of practice, and you probably weren't playing the next game. There's rules. The kid walks. If there's a rule and it's stated you don't wear white socks, and you show up, I'm surprised you didn't kick that kid right out of the program.
I mean, listen, and that's what I said to Bill. I said, Bill, look at our chat, our staff, whatever it is. So I tell the chat, Howie, I was like, listen, and we a week, guys, let's get some energy in here, right? Like we tell them with the video right now. We've had 300 people watching. There's 76 likes, right? Something very simple like socks would be the equivalent of, hey, drop an emoji on this if you're tailing it. Hey, hit the like button when you log into Stay Cashin. And I always look when it's light. Like this morning it was 7. You know, yesterday was 100. And it's like, it's always the 7 people. It's K-Mac, it's Blue, it's Zab. It's the good people, right? So you can tell the difference. So the people who don't, a good, responsible player for Colorado will have black socks on. The idiot with white socks on is probably an idiot who's going to destroy your program, honestly.
Now, Bill has a point. In my opinion, it probably was staged because
the filming was staged.
Because if you're a player and you know that's a rule and you're dumb enough,
you're gone. Like I fucking want to kick him off the team. Like if you're that fucking stupid. That's what I told Bill. That's like test. Like, a lot of these things aren't. You don't know why the coach or the manager or the owner is doing it. It's a test to separate the men from the boys. And that kid,
it wasn't long enough of a video to even see who the person was really. Like to who the guy was. So
we wouldn't know if you knew the team. We don't know the players.
You know, we don't know if he's kicked off.
But the bottom line is, Bill, if you don't have black socks or any clean black socks, then you go to the coach before you go in the weight room. Hey, coach, I didn't have any black socks this morning. What should I do? All right, you're good, or do that. But to just walk in there blindly and start pumping weights, it's a rule. You didn't follow the rule. You're fucking gone.
I mean, in all honesty, the kid probably wasn't even a player for Colorado. He's probably some fucking
like Deion Sanders' friend.
Yeah, I said, hey man, you want 5 minutes of fame?
You want to go viral?
Hey, put on these gay socks. I'm gonna fucking harass the shit out of you, and don't worry, I'll buy you lunch, buddy.
We know Deion
probably the case.
Dude, my favorite thing is how he's trying to enforce these like rules and be like this strict program, like a Bama type program. Yet they're calling him Coach Prime. Yeah. Like, doesn't really coincide with fucking with forming a reputable army program.
Can you imagine back in 1978, a bunch of kids in Indiana getting ready for practice, and all of a sudden one guard goes, "Watch this shit. I'm going to walk out and not have my shirt tucked in. Let's see what Bobby Knight does."
No, hit him over the head with a chair.
Yeah, let's do it as a joke.
Yeah, hit him over the head with a fucking chair.
By the way, Xavier's down 2.
I know. They're actually tied. They just tied the game. So we're going to have a nail biter here on the Xavier one.
I give Kennesaw State credit. They have played tough.
Yeah, until the last 3 minutes and 52 seconds, where Xavier is on a 13-0 run in that period of time.
I mean... There's some games. I mean, let's go
through a little bit of yesterday. I mean, that's not even a shot. Yesterday, so I posted my top 5 most overrated teams list in February. Virginia was on it. Arizona was on it. Both done, son. See you later. Gone. Xavier was on it. And they may come through this game with a win, but you're seeing now why this team's overrated as a 3 seed. Kennesaw State's not even that good. They're not even like an elite, mid-major.
They got good players, though, man.
Yeah, they're not like a team that, they were getting 13 in this game. It's not like they're fucking
11, dropped to 11.5.
Yeah. So, but yesterday, talk about Arizona and Princeton. Princeton, I was on the other side of both of those. You actually said to me on the fucking pre-call we were talking, you think Princeton can win the game? Princeton won the game.
Yeah, I've been watching this tournament for too many years, and I mean, look, man, how many times do you see Ivy League schools go right down to the? I mean, I remember the year they beat number 2 UCLA on a backdoor cut.
Well, our president's bracket is done.
I mean, that's
awesome.
I thought Arizona would squeak it out, but hey, give all props to Princeton. They outplayed the shit out of them, and that's a team you don't want to play in the next game.
You said it. I mean.
You didn't follow Biden's bracket?
Yeah, Arizona win the whole thing. That's hilarious.
I thought I sent one of my better tweets I've sent in a long time. You guys remember all the chaos that happened where all the conspiracy theorists and
I actually got a couple people who who don't really know you send that to me and say it was a good tweet.
I mean, that was one of my better ones. So the bracket, Biden posted the bracket, Howie with Arizona, and all the chaos in Maricopa County. I quote tweeted and said, Biden making phone calls to see if he could cheat to change the Arizona result again. Stay tuned. I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, so that was Arizona was shocking to me. Even we both had Princeton with the points, but to lose that game outright was shocking. The Furman game, I had no doubt. Like Virginia was going to blow it. Furman sucked for the first 10 minutes of that game too. They couldn't throw the ball in the ocean for 10 minutes.
Let's just call it what it was. Virginia had the game won. That kid did something that
It was insane.
Seventh graders don't do. I mean, you throw the ball up in the air with 7 seconds. That was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Furman had some terrible variance to start the game with 10 minutes not making a shot for like 10 minutes, but they got a lot of variance back at the end when that kid just threw the ball directly to the fucking other team. What were you say, Bill?
Yeah, so how do you do that?
I mean, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Just spike it off its leg. I mean, that's what everyone does. Just spike it off its leg.
And call timeout. Step
every foul's going against
guys
Kennesaw.
were wide open.
Yeah. Houston rolled. Kansas rolled. Texas rolled. UCLA rolled. Shocked about that. UNCS didn't show up at all. Princeton won. Duke, Oral Roberts. I mean, Duke rolled. But Howie, you've seen Oral Roberts. Have you ever in your life seen them miss that many shots? This team averages.
You do not get to say anything.
Oh, 100% I do.
No, you do not.
100% I do.
Well, you don't.
No, Duke won. I'm giving you credit. Duke won.
We all told you.
What the fuck do you know? You told me. Oral Roberts did it. You told me.
We all
fucking started watching college basketball 72 hours ago. You told me. Name a player on Oral Roberts. You can't. Name two players on Duke.
What does that
have to do with Duke? Name two players on Duke.
What does that have to do with Duke?
Fuck, you told me.
You. Hoffman said it.
You told me. Hoffman can tell me. You can't tell me. Hoffman can tell me. He watches college. You told me. Listen, the bottom line.
Now you have to pick them.
Listen, the bottom line is that some teams, the small schools, we say it all the time, if they could just hang around in the first 10 minutes, that's all they have to do. Oral Roberts got boat raced and didn't score until the 10-minute mark. You're done. Because now you're just fucking throwing balls in the air trying to hit a fucking 22.3 pointer. Duke looked good. Yeah, I guess. They looked fine.
You're an idiot.
I think that was more an Oral Roberts loss than a Duke blowout.
No way.
They didn't score for fucking 10 minutes.
Because Duke was up in their ass.
No, they were missing wide open threes. This is a team that averages 85 a game, dude.
Maybe because you're playing against Duke.
No, they were wide open. They were nervous, and they choked.
The whole game they were nervous?
Yeah, no, by the time they got unnervous, they were down 20.
They went on one streak for 3 minutes where they hit 3 threes in a row, and then the game was over.
They looked really good in that 3-minute span, though. Howie, what'd you think? What happened in that game?
Yeah, I mean, they just got throttled.
They got
throttled.
I want to justify them. They just got fucking killed.
Right out of the bat, they just they couldn't make a shot. They choked. They shit. They did a UNC Asheville, basically.
Yeah. And they started to come back at the end of the half, too, when they cut it to 12. I was like, here we go. And then they didn't score for 5 minutes in the half. So props to Duke. I'll take my L on that one.
Exactly.
I did all that just to
take it.
I'm taking my L. Duke looked pretty good. The defense looks a lot better than I thought.
Final four.
No. Furman upset, called that. Penn State, Howie. What the fuck, man? Fucking, you were saying you think they can go to the Final Four. This team looked fucking good against a very good Texas A&M team.
Hey, I mean, I'm really starting to think. I mean, Pickett is that good.
Yeah,
that
he's a beast.
He's an NBA player playing with kids. He just toyed with them. And like, when those other kids shoot, and they did, they got up, 10 early, and that was it.
Yeah. He reminds me of Keontae Johnson. That same type of like NBA swag, not bigger than everyone, not just has that NBA game, that NBA presence about him.
And they play 3 guys under 6'3". Those kids play the whole game.
Yeah, and they shoot the shit out of the 3. They fucking dude. What was his name? Funk yesterday was holy shit balls. Hit like 14 threes. San Diego State beat Charleston in what is to this day the most rigged game I've ever seen in my entire life. Bill, you even are on our side on this one. I have never seen a game more rigged for the whole game. Everyone's talking about the last minute. No, the whole game. We were screaming about it and tweeting about it at the 10-minute mark. Howie, how do they call the foul in the 3-pointer in the Charleston game? How do they blow the whistle at the end when 0.5 seconds left and the spread's 5.5?
You screwed up on the 3-point call.
Oh,
But
Jenna.
you blow the whistle with 0.7 second. That should be investigated.
I mean, dude, and here's the thing, Howie, they screw. Oh my God, this cheerleader on the right here for fucking Kennesaw. Holy fuck.
That's Georgia, man.
How you doing, girl? She's looking right at me, too. Dude, you blow the 3-point call, which basically you just ruined these kids' lives. No one in Charleston's going to the NBA. You just took away their life. That's it. You took away 40 years of them bragging and having. You just stole 4 decades.
It was the same ref. It was the same.
Yeah, of course, same ref on every. Because the ref at the top of the key is the ref at the baseline when they go to the other end. Then Howie, the fucking little white kid drives the lane. The least you could do is give him the foul call when he gets brutalized. You're still not making up for the other call. And then they blow 0.7 seconds left to fucking blow the cover. Horrific. Tennessee wins by 3. They were on my top 5 overrated list. Yeah. Almost got knocked off by Louisiana. Louisiana didn't show up for most of the first half.
We both had Louisiana.
Yeah, we got the cover on that pretty easy. And Louisiana ended up fucking throttling them in the second half. They beat them by 10 in the second half. I think there's another 3 minutes of that game. Louisiana wins. So, unfortunately, slow start.
Yeah, Tennessee's just without their guard.
Yeah.
They have problems.
They're in some trouble. Missouri, Utah State, who cares? Maryland, West Virginia, who cares? That was a fun game, but neither of those teams got worried about. Arkansas just cannot stop blowing leads. They cannot stop getting up 17 and letting the other team back in, but they stayed on top of it. Auburn got to play a home game as a lower seed against Iowa. Explain that, Howie.
Yeah, makes
How's
sense.
that game in fucking Alabama?
And I mean, Iowa, their number one player, Murray, played the worst game of the year.
Ever.
Couldn't hit anything.
He went full Boogie Ellis. I still thought it was fine. I still wasn't worried about it because Auburn's not good at anything. Like, they used to be a great 3-point shooting team. They're not even that.
No.
They're really just long and a good defensive team. But Auburn gets to play a home game as a lower seed. That was very interesting. Probably my bad on that. I probably shouldn't have gone Iowa knowing that game was going to be in Alabama, go up the street from Auburn. And then my biggest favorite bet of the day, which I've been talking about forever, Northwestern just goes out wire to wire basically on Boise State and fucking takes
it. Did hurt. I do feel bad that when Shaver went down, it was over with.
Well, he came back in. He played the whole second half, and he played well.
I think it definitely affected him.
I don't know. We were watching it all game because we have Cody in our chat, CMAD, who's probably the single most annoying Boise State fan I've ever seen in my entire life. And I love him, but he is fucking unbearable when Boise plays. And he told me that Boise, a lot of the conference didn't want to take Boise in because they're afraid that Boise's going to knock off their top teams. Like, who the fuck's afraid of Boise? Like,
not in hoops, maybe in football.
Yeah, I mean, who's afraid of Boise basketball?
Yeah.
But anyway, that was it for that game. Boogie Ellis, Bowie wasn't losing that game. So now we go on to Friday here, early on. Tight games across the board right now outside of the USC. Boogie Ellis just decided to not show up. Baylor's down 2 to UC Santa Barbara. Xavier's tied with Kennesaw State, and St. Mary's tied with VCU. Howie, what do you like in these 3?
I mean, I think Xavier will pull it out. VCU St. Mary's. I like VCU to win that game.
VCU wins this game.
Cal Santa Barbara's beating Baylor right now. We like them.
Mm-hmm. I like them because Baylor's weakness is in the post.
Nah, yeah,
right? They're kind of soft defensively in the middle.
They have problems. Michigan State, that they physically beat the shit out of USC. They just beat them up,
and the refs let them.
But I'll be honest with you. If I wish every ref the game like that game.
Yes. So my whole thing is
garbage.
I'm all for no calls.
Let them play.
But when you're doing it in a game where Michigan State's playing USC, it's basically hugely beneficial to Michigan State. So you can't call the ticky-tacks on USC at all. But I'd rather them let them play all the time.
They beat them up.
I mean, dude, they beat the shit out of them.
I saw a couple box outs where kids from USC were just going 20 feet into the stands.
Fucking hate that team. I don't know why I fucking bet.
I'm sure Izzo told them, just smack them.
Oh, I fucking hate it. Baylor's starting to make a move here. They're up 5. That chick in the stands is hot. So what we got coming up here, How we got Vermont, Marquette, Pitt, Iowa State, NC State, Creighton are the next 3. I like Vermont in the points. I think Pitt can steal it versus Iowa State, and I have no feeling on the Creighton game. So talk to me.
I mean, I am taking Creighton that game. I'm with you. I think Pitt wins the game outright. And Vermont, Marquette cannot be happy about drawing Vermont because Vermont gives everybody a game.
Yeah. And it's all going to come down to the first fucking 10 minutes, man. If they pull a fucking NC Asheville or fucking Oral Roberts, that game could get ugly. But
Vermont actually has good players. They got much better players than those teams you just mentioned. And look at their non-league schedule. They played everybody tough.
Yeah. So I like Vermont in that. I like Vermont to hang in that game. I like the Vermont to maybe win it. But I think they'll be able to keep that close. Plus, they got a lot of tournament experience. This isn't their first time, and they travel really well. Vermont
a few years ago, they played number. They were 14. They beat number 3 Syracuse.
Yeah. And the thing about Vermont is they travel well. So, and it's only in Ohio. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's more Vermont Catamount fans there than you think there will be, even though and everyone's going to be rooting for the 15. We know 15s knock off 2s a lot. Pitt, Iowa. Let's just give a run through. I'm going to leave some of my favorite bets out for the day, but we both think UConn throttles Iona, right? So, Evan, you can put on the sheet Vermont plus 11 on that.
Copy.
For me and Howie. UConn throttles him, Howie?
I think second half, yeah. I think, Rick Pitino, he's the best in the business. They'll come out. They'll get some steals. They'll score. They might even go up a couple points early, but second half, UConn's just, I don't care who's coaching. You could have fucking Jesus and Muhammad coaching Iona. UConn's got 9 studs, and they got a 7'2" center down low that has a nice soft touch. That kid Andre Jackson will probably dunk with his dick on somebody's head.
Mm-hmm.
Second half, it's gonna be a shit show.
Bill, are you excited to see a guy dunk with his dick?
I am. Can't wait.
That's exciting.
That kid has hops. Oh my god!
I'm going to put a teaser in right now, which I know Howie will agree with. UConn -1, Kansas State plus a half, and Gonzaga -7.5, -120 on DraftKings. Trying to figure out a way that loses, and I can't see one.
Can you say that again?
UConn -1, Kansas State plus a half.
Wow, Kennesaw just tied.
Nice shot. And Gonzaga -7.5, -120.
Yeah, this Kennesaw State game is great. It's a great game.
It's a great game, yeah, pretty much. Minute 12 left in this one.
Wow, nice pass. Oh, he blew the layup.
Oh, wow, Bill's ahead of me. Hold on. Bill, let us know what's going on here. Take us through this to the TV tower.
1 minute left to go. Kennesaw's got the ball. Pass in midcourt. 55 seconds.
Just standing there.
Standing there.
Standing there killing clock.
Clock. 14 on the shot clock.
I don't like this.
Don't know what they're doing. 10 seconds.
I would rather hurry up.
Car dribbles in, drives to the lane. Scoop. Misses layup. Bad.
How do you miss that layup?
Rebound. Xavier with the ball.
38 seconds on the clock.
Seconds.
10-second differential.
Timeout.
How do you miss that layup? You can't miss that layup in that spot.
Well, I don't know why the fuck they waited 30 seconds to do anything anyway.
I mean, it made no sense. You're only.
How about that layup Xavier missed? Holy!
I mean, the layer Kennesaw missed just now was basically just
both
giving it right back to him.
Uncontested.
Yeah, you're like giving it right back to him. Like, here, we'll be retarded back for you.
I give Kennesaw credit though. Kennesaw physically, you look at these kids are like football players playing basketball. They put a beating on Xavier.
Yeah, I like this team, and I don't like Xavier, so I need Xavier out. I just don't like it. Hopefully we get a miss here right now. We're looking at about 33.5 seconds left, about 8-9 second differential. Kennesaw does have a timeout, so on whatever Xavier does here, unless the coach goes full retard, they should call a timeout and have time left to rebuttal. But we're looking at 23 seconds on the shot clock for.
It's going to come down to foul shots. Still foul. Whoever makes them wins.
Come on, Baylor. Got to hit that 3.
Yeah, Baylor's up 46-41. So we just went through. I'm all over the place here. The next game we were talking about, Howie, what was it?
We're basically
UConn. So we did the UConn tease. You like that UConn teaser with K-State and Gonzaga?
Yeah, both of them. Yep.
Yeah. While we're on Gonzaga, Gonzaga should just fucking shit stomp Canyon, right?
I think so.
I think it's good for Gonzaga to be a 3 seed in this and not have the pressure of the 1 seed that they usually have. Right, Bill?
I think they're in my Final Four.
Yeah, I think they're the team that no one's talking about. And they went to their conference tournament. I took them against St. Mary's big in that final game and said they're going to make a statement.
They got a player who's not going to be throwing up on the sideline.
Yes. Filipowski was throwing up on the sideline because he was nervous for Duke. But I've never seen he missed like
7-foot baby throwing up.
I mean, 7-foot Duke center playing in the fucking ACC, and he's nervous.
All right, inbound the ball. 32 seconds left. Top of the key.
Xavier.
Still at the top, driving around, passes, nice pass, layup,
Blocked.
What a block! Gets his own rebound, misses the layup, fouled.
No, you can't call that.
Man,
Howie Dewey
fouled.
fucking nails it.
Wow.
Come on, bro. Look at that fucking Kennesaw coach. You fucking can't call that. Bro, let these kids play these fucking games out.
That was a great backdoor pass, too.
It was a great block, too.
That was also a late call.
Come on. He fucking waved his arm. I don't even think he touched him, did he? He fumbled the ball.
Let's see if he's.
Oh, he hit his hair.
He hit
his hair. I mean, give me a break. That guy's hair is fucking throwed out. So
That was a great block.
I mean, come on, dude. All right. Well, 67% free throw shooter. I think they're in the double bonus here. 2 shots coming up. And it's Youngblood.
Yeah, he smacked the shit out of him on that.
Youngblood just fouled out.
He definitely knocked 4 hairs off his head.
He hit him. He didn't need to swing. He did not need to swing.
That's the other thing. Like, what are you doing?
Straight up.
Why are you even giving him a chance to call that? All right, Xavier's at the line, Bill.
First one up. Good. Up 1. 18.3.
Youngblood had a great game.
Yeah, now he's out. It's fucking fantastic.
Second shot. Really missed. Wow.
Missed it.
Here we go. Kennesaw with the
16
ball.
seconds. Kennesaw ball down 1.
13 seconds. They're going to call timeout.
Timeout. All right, we're gonna have an interesting finish here. 12.8 seconds left. Kennesaw down 1 to Xavier.
Hold for the last shot. That's it.
What time do you go here, Howie?
For the last shot. You got to get that thing up quick.
I think you go.
You got to because you got to get the offensive rebound.
And you got to be able to foul if you don't.
Yeah.
I say you go. Listen, I feel totally comfortable up 1 with Xavier with the ball. 7 seconds left. I'd rather have that.
If you're Kennesaw, you want to get a shot off in the next 4 to 5 seconds.
You want to shoot by the 8-second mark, I would say.
As quickly as you can. Get a good shot off.
Yeah, because then you could foul, and then you still have 6 seconds to come back on the other side.
Plus you got a chance for an offensive rebound.
Yeah, so I'm with you there, Howie. So we'll get back to that in a second. Let's go through next game on the list here. Memphis, Florida Atlantic is going to be a fucking fun game. I mean,
right.
I like Memphis, but
yeah, I mean, I like Memphis. But
Bang, Baylor.
That's a tough game.
Bill jumps from one game to the other, and you have no idea what's going on, and you have a complete panic attack looking at the game.
Yeah, I just thought Kennesaw hit a 30.
I completely thought I just missed a 3-pointer from Kennesaw.
I'm only watching 2 games.
Retard. It's ADD. Memphis, Kansas State, we just talked about. I mean, neither me nor you think Montana State's that good.
No. You know, the big one kind of blows my mind a little bit is Drake, Miami. Miami's got their big guy back. They say he's healthy, and that line's still only 2.5.
Everyone hates Miami. Everyone hates Miami. Everyone. It's unbelievable. And everyone's all over Drake. So, guys, listen to me. Stop being fucking stupid. Okay, Miami's winning that game. What is going on here? What are we reviewing? Time?
Time.
All right. Miami's winning that game. Stop it. Everyone's just so on this Drake train, and I get it. Drake's a very good team. Miami's better. If Omir's fine, which we're hearing he is, right, Howie?
Yeah.
Miami minus 140 is fucking the play. Evan, put that in. Miami minus 140. Tell me how. I mean, I don't understand. It was like Northwestern yesterday. I'm like, why are we only laying 120 in this game? It's the same thing today.
The best coach in the country, Jim Larinaga.
Yeah, I mean, we got a great coach. We got great guards. Fucking, as long as Omir's fine. If he's bad, he facilitates everything on
They got to have him.
Yeah, they got to have him for every team they play. We saw what happened against
Here we go.
Duke.
13.6 on the clock. Inbounding the ball. Little guy gets the ball. Number 1, top of the key. Dribbling.
Oh!
You're going to wait, Howie. I told you. Here we go.
Yeah,
7 seconds. Drives in. Layup. Gets blocked. Get the rebound. They get it back.
And that's why you don't fucking wait.
That's why you don't wait.
And that's why you don't fucking wait.
I said that.
I told you. I knew they were going to wait.
But you don't.
You get those kids together and you say, listen, we need to get a shot.
And, dude, dump it off to the big. Every time a fucking guard goes to the hole at the end of the game, Just hand it off to the big.
You got that
19 people are charging at you. It's never not worked.
You got
Go to the
Joel
rim,
Embiid.
drop it to the big. It's a dunk every time. 16 people are coming to swat your shot. Why are you going up with it? Hand it off.
You got Embiid.
Yeah, you shouldn't be going there, dude. You got to drop that off to Robinson.
And now they think it's a foul?
I mean, they fouled fucking Kennesaw with 5 seconds left, and they didn't call it.
Yeah.
Kennesaw fouled him with 5 seconds left. They didn't call it.
Okay, Vermont Marquette just started 2-2.
Ah! Fucking can't stand stupidity. Look at that. Look how open he was if he drops it off. How do you, as a coach, you got to design that. You can't expect the point guard to make that decision. He's too stupid. But you know he can get to the hole whenever he wants. You have to tell him, when you get there, look left. Every time. Watch the end of every game. Look left, drop it off. 16 people are coming at you. Just hand it over there. And he was fouled right there. They should have 5 seconds left. Drives me insane. All right, Howie.
First shot.
2 seconds, 2.6 seconds left.
80% free throw shooter. First one good.
If you're Kennesaw, you want him to make the second. So you could set something up at least.
You got no timeouts, though.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That's why you need an inbound play. You can't just get the ball off a rebound.
If he makes this, Xavier's going to foul him, They're going to foul.
Yeah, but you got to throw that ball up half court. One pass, one pass. This has to be 2 passes. This can't be some kid throwing up Hail Mary.
It's good.
You're not going to be able
Long
to.
pass to the half court, another pass to a shooter.
They're going to foul right off the bat.
Why would Xavier call a timeout right there?
Yeah, but you can't foul if you do it right, Howard, because if you got the big at half court, when that ball's in the air, he's tapping it over to another guy. That's the play, so that you can't foul him. That's where the foul was.
So why would they call a timeout there to set up their defense when they had –
because he's telling his stupid fucking retarded players to foul because they're going to forget.
I understand that, but they had time during the foul call.
Well, because they're idiots. They're idiots.
So why would you give the offense time to make a play?
I mean, what are they talking about? Because I have the sound off. They're talking about how this was clearly a foul here on Xavier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that should have been Kennesaw ball. It's the way they favor the
Don't
teams.
show that girl, please. Jesus.
It's so funny because these tournaments are all about the small schools, but the refs just suck the big schools' dicks.
Here we go.
Like, no one wants to see Xavier Sunday. We want to see Kennesaw.
Basket. Running around. Throws it. 3/4 court. Throws it up. It's a foul.
No, it isn't. He stepped out.
Oh, he stepped out.
I think.
Game over. There's still time on the clock.
They played well. I feel bad for they played well.
Yeah, he did step out.
I mean, what a fucking retard.
Game's over.
Oh, there goes our plus 600. All right. What else we got here, Howie? Left. Cash the Kennesaw max bet plus 12.5 in the first half money line, but we should have got that. If we weren't on this stupid fucking show, we could have remembered to hedge. But what else we got, Howie? Kansas State, Indiana, Kent State?
We like Kent State.
All in Kent State. I love
Kent State to win the game.
Yeah, I like Kent State to beat Indiana for sure. And then TCU, Arizona. So
like
Kent State
TCU,
plus 4.5.
Pac-12 besides UCLA isn't showing me a lot right now.
I'm going to put TCU in parlays. I think ASU is basically UCLA with a different, same color, but UCLA with a different jersey, where they're the same team. You have no fucking idea which team's going to show up, ASU or UCLA. And the great ASU team showed up the other day, which means the bad team should show up today. TCU is going to miss Lampkin a little bit in this tournament. I don't think it's tonight, though. So that's the full slate. That's the full card. We're giving you nothing for tomorrow. Nothing. You got to sign up for tomorrow. We're giving you nothing for Sunday. You got to sign up for Sunday, and we'll be in the Discord live. Bill will be announcing. We'll be putting out bets. Buy the Bracket Bible, everyone. Get in there. Me and Howie have our full write-ups in for the whole day. Read them, please. Read them. We put a lot of work into it. I have someone in the chat today, Howie. They tell me, who are you on in this game? I'm like, it's in the notification on the website, in the hashtag, and I wrote fucking 100 words on it. Like, could you just read it? Read it, please. But, yeah, so we'll have all that. So get over to 4deepbets.com. Baseball season is upon us. Also, we're getting started with the baseball season. So if you buy the month, you get the Bracket Bible for free. If you buy the Bracket Bible, you get a week of 4 Deep Bets for free. So if you want to test it out for a week, go buy the Bible. Fucking
Kalnick
that's
in
money you'll ever spend.
Kalnick in the chat says colic injury for Marquette.
What's up?
Colic injury for Marquette.
Right now?
No,
That's what Kalnick in the chat just said.
I'm going to turn it on that game.
Is that confirmed?
What they just telling me in the chat.
Do we have
If
another
he's out,
source?
forget it.
Is Tyler Kolek hurt, ladies and gentlemen? Does anyone know? He's their facilitator.
commercial,
Isn't he the leading assist guy in the country or up there?
He's Big East Player of the Year.
Yeah,
People
he's
in the
fucking
chat,
monster.
our chat are saying he is injured.
Yeah, but how injured? Is he fucking like sprained his pinky or is he fucking getting carted off like Edwin Diaz?
I don't know. Kalnick, how hurt is he?
Getting carted off.
Yeah, is he getting fucking is Lindor dancing around him, fucking breaking his ankles? Fucking Rackets. We got any WBC or anything tonight?
We have the Venezuela-U.S. game tonight at 7:00. The line opened at Venezuela plus 172. The line currently sits at Venezuela plus 102.
He
Tommy
walked
G,
to
we
the-
do not.
I'm sorry, Rackets. He walked to the back holding his wrist.
Oh, wrist is bad. That's one of the worst.
As long as it's not his left wrist.
Wrist is bad. What'd you say, Rackets?
Normally, we don't really give a shit too much about closing value, but when the line goes from plus 170 to almost flipping, and it probably will flip by game time, there's some heavy money coming in on Venezuela, and I already have the future out on them to win the whole thing. Obviously, winning tonight is a huge step towards that because it's the U.S., but they're 4-0 in the tournament, and they've looked by far the best team outside of Japan, and that was my prediction, was either the DR or Venezuela against Japan. So everything's kind of fallen into place on how I thought it was going to go.
All right, so we like that. We like Venezuela. We got any tennis?
There's a little bit of tennis today. It's the very end of Indian Wells. Go ahead.
Didn't you gave out one the other day, right?
Of what? Oh yeah, Iga Swiatek. That match went way under. I think it finished at 15 or 16. But the Dominican lost, so it fucked my parlay. So it didn't really matter. But
Fucking Dominicans.
if you played it straight by itself, yeah, it won.
All right. All right, Howie, you got anything else? I'm gonna let you get back to the betting while we close up here with
Let's
some
go
NBA.
Pitt.
All right, I'm with you. Let's go. All right, Dewey, I'll see you in the chat. We'll be back in the voice chat later, probably. So
Okay.
get your vocal cords loose.
Peace.
Later, bro. All right, Rackets, did you say there was any? I missed that. Anything other in tennis or no?
Cubby in the chat asked me today if I thought Sabalenka was going to win this tournament, and I don't. If you guys have a free bet, I wouldn't mind taking a shot on Rybakina. I don't know what the odds of her to win the tournament are, but she's plus 340 against Iga, and she's already beaten Iga, and that's the kind of game that you need to have to even stay on the same court as Swiatek. So she's probably plus 600 or 700 before the match. I like even just betting Rybakina to win later tonight against Swiatek at plus 340.
All right, Kolek is back.
He's running back out. His wrist is wrapped.
I'm looking at him right now. His wrist is wrapped up. It is his right wrist, and I'm 99% sure it's ready. So we'll see how that.
No, I think he's a lefty.
Is he a lefty?
I think that's what Howie just said.
I think Howie said if I hope it's as long as it's his left wrist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's a righty. I don't know though. Maybe he's a lefty. I don't know. Marquette's been a team I actually haven't watched that much this year. I haven't had a good read on them all year. It's weird because they're 2 seeds, so you figure out to watch the top. I watched more Vermont than I did Marquette, but Kolek's fucking awesome though. All right, finish up, Rackets. What did you say?
I think whoever wins this match between Swiatek and Rybakina is the one that wins the tournament. There's only 4 players left. It's only Swiatek, Rybakina, Sakari, and Sabalenka. I don't really think it matters who wins the other match. They're going to lose in the final to either Rybakina or Swiatek. So if you want to take a shot, like if Cubby said he had a free bet, I told him to take a shot on Rybakina. I think she has a good chance to win the tournament at good odds. If you're just looking as a parlay piece, I would parlay Swiatek and move on.
3 for Vermont. Let's go. Hang in there, boys. Just hang in that first 10 minutes, boys. Hang in the first 10. Down 3. Bill, NBA, what do you got?
Well, I gave you guys 2 winners the other day. They both cashed. Told you, the Kings, they're fucking on fire. Won again last night, if you remember. We got it live. I missed the 200 because I was at the hospital, but we got minus 110. Cashed easily. The Nets are good, but they're not as good. Sabonis is the best, bro. 24, 21, and 5 yesterday. How is this guy not in the top 4 for MVP?
Kings are my favorite fucking team to watch, dude.
Bro,
Love them.
5,500 to win the West.
They're still 2,500, which is insane to me.
Yeah, I mean it's a joke. And I told you, the Warriors, bro. You got people are still betting them on the fucking road. I don't know what you're doing. They have 7 wins. Listen, I'm not gonna bet Atlanta tonight minus 195. I think the Hawks are shit, but I won't be betting the Warriors. That's for sure. They have to show us something tonight. If they're gonna do anything, they have to win this game tonight. This is a 100% must-win game for the Warriors on the road. Steph Curry had 50 the other night, and they gave up 134 to the Clippers. That's disgusting. They play no defense on the road. They don't care. What I would do,
Kings don't play much defense either, but they play it. They hit. I don't know. They just seem like they hit a lot more shots in the fourth quarter.
So it looks like they're sitting most of their players, the Warriors, tonight.
There you go.
What a joke.
I'm telling you, you guys have no read on. There's no such thing as a must-win. These teams don't fucking care.
Draymond's out.
Must-win is first playoff game.
Draymond's out. Must-win. Looney and Curry are game-time decisions. I don't know what they're doing.
They don't care. When are you going to just – listen, you made me take my L on Duke. When are you going to take your L that they don't care?
I'm not.
I mean, dude, you just called it a must-win, and they're not even playing their team.
I'm not.
They don't fucking care. You care. Hoffman cares. Every fans care. They don't fucking care. They don't care if they're the 2 seed or the 6 seed. They don't care.
So that guy is a lefty. That guy is a lefty.
Is he a lefty? Okay. Yeah, yes. They don't care. So that's not a bad injury.
So what I would do, guys, look at like a same game parlay for Atlanta. They're gonna put up 130 on them. Put like Trae Young, Herter, do something with those guys. Capella. I got no play on it, but what I'm going to do, I have a play that it's already over Baylor with so you guys can't do that, my parlay. But I'm gonna go with obviously the Sixers because they're on fire right now. Parlay them with the Celtics. I'm gonna take the Celtics on the road. I think they're gonna correct themselves. I think they're gonna beat Portland. Portland's trash right now. Take them both right now minus 145. If you want to add that in there, Evan, I didn't have time to put it in. Sixers, Celtics, minus 145.
Got it.
Yep.
And then, guys, sign up, bro, because we're killing live bets in basketball in the chat. Aber's hitting props, Healy's hitting props. So I don't know why your guys aren't signed up for that. We're killing live bets in the chat.
This is looking good. Yeah. You need to get on board, guys. You need to get on board any season. We don't stop. NASCAR is starting again this weekend. We'll have more NASCAR bets, UFC, NBA, college basketball. Baseball's around the corner. If you look at our staff's Discord, it's hysterical because we all have different sports usually. Baseball season comes, it's just baseballs straight down. Everyone's a fucking baseball fan. So
I will give I'll give you a bet for Saturday too because there's no truck series tonight. They're both on Saturday. John Hunter Nemechek.
Vermont.
John Hunter Nemechek plus 700 to win the truck series Saturday afternoon. If you want me to put it in, I will.
I got it.
Okay.
All right. John, that's it. I think we're good to get the fuck out of here so I can get back to live betting.
We got UFC.
Oh, we got UFC. I forgot it was Friday. Constantino. All right, thank you. All right, Constantino's here. Then I could fucking stay
have
quiet.
To go, though.
All right, you get out of here.
Later, Rackets.
Later.
I forgot it was Friday. Constantino, what's up? I need you here right now to talk so that I can go ahead and do live bets. So, what do we got for the card?
I know there's a lot going on today, so I'm going to be fast and direct. We have a 14-fight card tomorrow. It starts at 1 o'clock p.m. from London. So we're going to have basketball, right? We're going to have fucking fighting. It's going to be a great day. We got a bunch of bets. I'm going to give you guys a parlay for tomorrow. We're going to go at Ludovic Klein, parlayed with the fight to end inside the distance between Jake Hadley and Malcolm Gordon. Klein, very well-rounded. I think he's going to have the wrestling and grappling advantage. He's on a 2-fight win streak fighting Jai Herbert, the Black Country Banger, who is long, lean. He has power but low volume. And I think Klein's going to be a little bit better everywhere and has the wrestling advantage. And then, as mentioned in the other fight, Malcolm Gordon, been finished in all 6 of his losses. I've seen him quit in fights. But he does have the upside of pulling out a crazy submission. He's a jiu-jitsu black belt. And he's fighting Jake Hadley, who's 9-1. His only loss coming in his UFC debut, and then he bounced back with a win. I see a fast-paced fight and somebody catching a submission pretty much most likely here. So parlay together, we got back plus 115 That's your free Stay Cashin bet. And I'm going to give you guys, they're not official bets, but for the sake of time, just 2 live.
Now, you can take your time. I'm good. As long as you're talking, I can do my stuff I need right now. So go get it. Take your time.
Okay. Yeah, I know the games are on. But a couple of leans and underdogs I'm looking at is Justin Gaethje. I'm a little surprised at that price. I mean, he's plus 190 I'm seeing at Bet Rivers, plus 190 at Caesars. And he's fighting Rafael Fiziev, who is very good, but he's a one-dimensional striker. And, I mean, we all know what we get when Gaethje steps in there, man. I mean, he can not only strike, box, kick, he can wrestle. He takes like a 2x4 plus to knock him out. So at almost plus 2-to-1 odds, I'm looking at that right there. And I'm also looking at Roman Dolidze against Marvin Vettori. I mean, I'm seeing plus 230 at Caesars. I'm looking at the lines right now, plus 225 on FanDuel. I think that's a lot. I mean, Vettori should have the volume and the striking edge, but Dolidze wins. I mean, he's on a 4-fight winning streak. He's off a couple good losses, good wins, and he just gets it done. And another one at like plus 200 plus. So I'm leaning Gaethje and Dolidze as underdog plays, and I'll finalize all our plays for our members at 4deepbets.com and get in there.
What did you think of the card last week?
We eked out a profit, so I liked it.
No, overall, like the card overall, yeah.
It was all right. I mean, nothing spectacular. Another one, one fight that was disappointing, like the week before with Shevchenko, and nothing jumped off, but a fun card.
All right.
Mike, did you watch any of the Bellator $1 million thing? Did you see my boy Usman fucking killed it, bro. He retired. What's his name? He retired.
Benson Henderson.
Benson Henderson choked him out.
Nurmagomedov. Yeah,
Usman. Choked him out.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That I saw.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I think he's gonna run right through that tournament.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. Of course, his name ends in an OV. He's an Nurmagomedov.
He's a Magomedov of domination.
What's the advantage of him in Bellator? Just why would he not go to the UFC?
Well, for starters, there's more money.
I mean, he's $1 million.
Yeah, but I'm saying even the PFL and all that, like now there's an option for fighters where sometimes, which it should, the money trumps the name brand, let's say. So these entry-level fighters or fighters that are on the fringe even, or top talents, I should say, not even just entry-level, they have a chance to win $1 million. That's real money. They're going to the UFC. They're going to make, 12-12 for their first fight. So there's other options now where in the past, Bellator and all these other organizations paid a little more, but it wasn't $1 million. That changed the game, and now we have two organizations that are doing that. So they're able to pull from the talent pool, and a lot of fighters are making that decision.
Yeah, that tournament's awesome. I mean, you still got AJ McKee and fucking and Pitbull in there, and that other Musayev kid. I like it. I think Usman wins.
Mike, do you think this helps or hurts the UFC that PFL and Bellator are starting to make a bigger name for themselves? Because I know how it can obviously hurt them, but I almost think it brings more attention.
At the end of the day, fighters want to be in the UFC, and at the end of the day, if you're that deserving or marketable, the UFC will get you. And an instance of that is Bo Nickel, right? Bo Nickel could have went in and won the $1 million tournament, but Bo Nickel's not getting a 12-12 contract. The UFC is paying Bo Nickel a lot of money. That's probably undisclosed.
Like a Chandler.
So, but if they want you, they're going to get you. You know what I'm saying? Period of the story. Well, Chandler was in Bellator, was their champion, then came over. Yeah.
Right, and then they brought him. Now he's fighting fucking McGregor, and he's in the tough house. Like everyone.
If you're Usman,
they want you. They're going to take you.
If you're Usman and you're undefeated and you run through this tournament and win the $1 million, why go there?
That last part.
If you're him, if you're Usman Nurmagomedov and you win this tournament and you win the $1 million and you're the champ and you're undefeated, why go to the UFC?
Because the UFC would have to offer him more than $1 million.
I probably wouldn't. I'd try to win it again the next year, and that's what a lot of these guys are.
That's
doing.
what. What's her name? Mike, the fucking the badass chick, Kira, whatever her name is.
The girl, yeah.
Kayla Harris.
Kayla Harris, yeah. That's what she does. She just goes and banks a milli every year.
Mike, Zab wants to know your initial thoughts on the Kamaru-Usman fight.
I like Usman, and if you remove the last, however many seconds of the last fight, Usman was convincingly winning that fight. Sometimes these champions, when they need a loss to take the next step, right? Like if he loses this fight, we might not see him fight again, right? He might fade away. He's 35 years old. He's got bad knees. But he looked phenomenal at weigh-ins, and it looks like he wants it back. And like I said, a lot of these guys, when they lose for that first time, they come back and they go on another mini run. So we could see Usman come back, win 3 in a row or 2 in a row before he runs into like a Shavkat Rakhmonov that we recently saw, or perhaps even a Chimaev, Hazmat. He'll get another little run here, whether it's 1 to 3 fights, I think, with this win. I do think he wins.
Yeah, I'll give you my take on that. Usman is already in half my parlays and will be in every parlay. This is the lock of the century, in my opinion, parlay piece. Kamaru Usman. If you watch that fight, he didn't just win convincingly. He was absolutely beating the ever-living shit out of Edwards for every minute but 1 second. Like, there was 1 second where Leon Edwards even looked like he belonged in the ring with him, and it happened to be a head kick when Usman was bailing out. So I love Usman in this. I think he's going to be motivated. I think everyone's worried about the Black Panther thing. I think he's going to, like you said, Mike, I think you nailed it. Give him 2 or 3 fights. He'll go on a little mini winning streak, and then he'll go fucking try and do movies or something like that.
He'll run into Rakhmonov with the thing on his head.
He'll run into a monster who's got a dead raccoon on his head that he fucking killed in the jungle and fucking
what an OB.
Mike, you know who was also into their mid to upper 30s and whose body's falling apart? The new Jets quarterterback.
Oh, fuck you. Mike, what do you think of Rodgers?
Fuck up.
I mean, I love the deal for the Jets. I mean, how could you not? Even with Aaron,
because you're Bill Rupp, that's how you can.
I would take Aaron Rodgers left-handed probably over Zach Wilson, Mike White, and Joe Flacco. But Aaron Rodgers can still zip the ball. But more importantly, it's the environment of the team. It's that defense-first mentality where we saw Trent Dilfer win a Super Bowl with that Baltimore defense. And I think we have that here. I mean, Rodgers can make all the offensive players better. He's going to run the huddle better. He's going to run the offense better. And if he has a little zip off his ball, it's still going to be much better than any other option. It's a good fit for the Jets.
Yeah, I think everyone's just forgetting about a guy named Patrick Mahomes. But
we're not.
Won a Super Bowl after getting traded.
We're not.
We're Super Bowl after getting traded.
In a week.
No, we're not worried about
Patrick Mahomes isn't on the free agent market, number
one.
Well,
and Patrick Mahomes doesn't have the Jets defense.
AFC team.
But you still got to go through Mahomes.
The Jets can't get him.
Well, listen, right now,
go through Mahomes.
I'm going to tell you this, Bill. Right now,
but there's no denying that, Bill. That's a different question than.
Right now, we're better than the Chiefs.
On the Jets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if Aaron Rodgers is himself, we're better than the Chiefs.
Okay, well, that I don't agree with. So, Bill, that I don't agree with.
Yeah,
but
the best team in the AFC. It's not close.
Mike, if you did,
it's not close.
No, I don't even.
You agreed with that.
It's it should be minus 500. Minus 500 to win the Super Bowl.
Hold on.
Last half of the offseason.
Tommy, let's put it on the whiteboard.
Everything's going to go. No.
Let's put it on the whiteboard, Tommy.
Our Jets team.
Put it on the whiteboard.
Our Jets team.
Let's put it on the whiteboard.
Our Jets team.
I'll take action on that with you.
Our Jets team is the equivalent of the Mets pitching staff. Just enjoy it before it implodes. Can you just let us have the offseason?
Time out. Mango. Our Jets team, you jumped ship last year, if I recall.
Me? What do you mean? Me and Evan? I was rooting for him to lose.
I may even be able to have Evan find some video of you saying on Free Cashin that you're no longer a Jets fan.
No, I wanted them to lose. I wanted them to lose. Why do you guys not understand wanting your team to lose?
He does like Zach Wilson.
I was on Zach Wilson. I'm still on Zach Wilson. I'm the only person left. I'm like Tom Hanks in Castaway. It's me and a fucking volleyball who still believe in the kid.
And you guys still have to remember.
I'm like emaciated with a fucking volleyball. Like Zach Wilson. His name was Wilson too.
Let's forget about it.
Hold on. Evan, his name was Wilson, the volleyball.
The volleyball.
That's me, Tom. And Wilson on the island.
Let's forget about the Chiefs.
Dude, Inception shit. End the show on this.
Let's forget about the Chiefs because the Bills are still the best team in that division.
And by the way, the Jets owned the Bills last year. We are full Inception. Zab, thank you for the $40. I didn't even see that. You're the best, brother. We just went full Inception, Evan.
That's kind of crazy. I'll have to make an edit of
Tom and Wilson, Castaway, Island, Tom Hanks, Tommy G, Wilson, Zach Wilson, Volleyball, Island, me, him. That's it. We're getting the fuck out of here because I got to go bet on games. Mike Constantino, final words. Well, what do you want to say, Bill? Say it. You're the one who fucking came in late and wanted to end the show early, and now you won't shut the fuck up.
Iconic needs to make the Wilson with the ball, but he doesn't have to fucking change the body of Tom Hanks because you're fat.
Final words, Bill Rupp, you fucking retard.
Collect on Monday.
All right. Evan Hand, final words.
Congrats to all those who saw we were doing a giveaway. The winner is Samsuke 5.
Oh, that's it. You made him pay attention to the chat on this one. I like it. I like
didn't say a word, so you got to.
That's it, dude. That's it. You got to wear black socks, guys. You got to wear black socks here. All right. Start hitting emojis. Start hitting the like button. Start paying fucking attention. That boy, a little sneaky giveaway. I love the sneaky giveaway. Constantino, final words.
There's zero chance that the Jets will be better than the Chiefs in this coming year, although Rodgers will be an improvement. And sign up at 4D.
Zero, he says. Zero. Write that down, Evan. Zero. Constantino says 0.
I agree.
Bold claim.
4, Joey Rackets, who basically just came and observed, right? Poor Joey Rackets.
Who won? Who won the tournament? Oh, I need to get this name.
Just DM Rupp 45 on Twitter.
But if I need to know who it is.
Samsuke 5.
Oh, okay, that narrows.
I mean, listen, you shouldn't have many imposters there. Rackets. I mean, he just got let off the hook. Monday, we're going to readdress this. The kid didn't watch March Madness yesterday. Literally full man card revoke. Full man card revoke. Gone. And tennis, golf. Round 1 of golf. Not even Sunday golf. Thursday golf.
There's 45 more.
I mean, dude, he's gonna have a talking to tonight. Anyway, 4, Joey Rackets, Howie Dewey, Evan Hand, Bill Rupp, Mike Constantino. I am Tommy G. We'll be in the Discord for the next fucking 72 hours straight. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!